Today we are going to learn lots of interesting features. I'll start with multi-unit. How does multi-unit works in Mark? So now, first of all, I'll be restoring one demo for you guys. I hit enter, restore backup. As you know, we have to type here system. I got auto demo zip. I choose demo pharma. Now, I'll be using multi-unit. Multi-unit means I'll work with 2 units. For example, you can use in any trade, but here because we are dealing with pharma, so I am talking about the pharma as well. For example, I purchase some strip and I sell in strip as well and tablet as well. For example, if we are going to sell any item to the customer, then we sell in a lesser quantity rather than bulk quantity, but we purchase in bulk generally. If I purchase 10 strip, then I can sell 9 or 8 strip. Na? If I am purchasing 5 tablet, how can I sell 15 strips? So generally people purchase in larger unit and sell in smaller unit. It is the hierarchy that works while transaction of sale purchase in case of 2 different units. So now first of all, I'll create one item for you. I press here F2. I put here Dolo. That is Dolo is a tablet. So now I don't have here 2 different units. I just sell in the piece. So what I do, firstly I'll enable it. To enabling, I'll be going to control room. And also I would like to show you while selling, look at that. There are no 2 units, only one quantity is coming. While purchasing same, only quantity is coming. So I want when I sell or purchase, it should show me strip and tablet. So how to configure? Look at carefully. I'm going very slow. Masters, setups, control room. Here I go for search in all. I'll type here multi-unit. I hit enter here. In front of you, you are having the multi-unit screen where we are going to set the things as. So now first option multi-unit billing. Yes, I put in here yes. Then it is asking ask quantity unit 1, unit 2, unit 3. I say unit 2, so I put here Y. Now it is asking first weight should be on first unit, second unit. You can choose as per your requirement. After that, it is asking that you want to use the rates in single unit, multi-unit. I put here multi-unit. Now it is asking you want to get it ask in item master, item and when you sell, purchase. So I put here yes, ask. Let it be. Now what name you want to give? If I am dealing with some liquid kind of item, I'll use liter, milliliter. If I'm using some kind of sugar or rice, pulses, I'll be using kg or gram. But right now I'm talking about the tablet, so I use tab and strip. I delete it. Enter, escape. This was the setting of multi-unit. Now what I'll do, I'll go to item master, I press F2. Look at that. Here now we got the 2 units, tab and strip. I put here Dolo. After that, what I have to do, here I have the option of conversion strip. Look at that. It means it is simply asking how many tablets contained by a strip. Suppose I say 20. So I say one strip of Dolo contains 20 tablets. After that, I'll be putting enter. Control W. Now I'll go for purchase, cash. Now the item is Dolo. Look at that. I put here a D1 batch, maybe expiry. Now look at that. It is asking me you are going to purchase in strip or tablet. I'm going to purchase in strip. Here I'm choosing strip. So now my cursor is on strip. I say here I have bought suppose 5 strip. Every strip cost me 200 rupees. So it means one tablet is of 10 rupees. I repeat my words. I have bought 5 strips. Per strip cost 200 rupees. Here I press F12. If 200 total amount of one strip contains 20 tablets, so divide by 20, F12, 200 upon 20, look at that, 10 rupees each. So that is my purchase rate. Let it be, enter. Now I think we have discussed this batch window. Now I'm saying I will sell one strip in the at the rate of 15 rupees each. It would become 300 rupees. 20 into 15, 300 rupees. So I put here 300 rupees for one strip. Then you can use B rate, C rate, whatever. Now I save it. Low, sir. Now I press Alt N. This is my selling. I put here Dolo. Now you have to sell in tab. Yes, tablet. I am selling 3 tablets. So 3 into 15, it should be 45. Look at that. If I say I'll sell in the strip, Dolo, I'll choose here strip. I put the cursor in strip, 2 strip, 300, 600 rupees. So now this is called multi-unit. In Mark software, you can configure multi-unit easily. After that, I'll be moving to the next topic. Now, conversion means shopkeeper purchases the item in a bulk and he sells in loose. For example, if suppose I'm moving to FMCG, in FMCG, person buys sugar in 100 kg bag. Now he makes the packet of 2.5 kg, 5 kg, 1 kg. So whenever customer comes, he just put the 2.5 kg bag and gives to customer. So he wants to know the stock of total bulk sugar. He wants to know how much bags I'm having. So for that, how does it work? I'm going to show you. First of all, I just switch off the multi-unit. I'll make one item F2 called sugar bulk. Now I'll measure it in kg. Save it. Now I'll make bag sugar 2.5 kg bag. I'll call it bag. Now it is asking for conversion as we discussed in the multi-unit. So how much sugar it would contain? As we have discussed 2.5, so I'll put here 2.5. Control W. Yes. Now I purchase 100 kg sugar. Cash. Sugar bulk 100 kg at the rate of 35 rupees and I'll sell in at the rate of 40 rupees. Control W. Low, sir. Now I'll check the stock, because I think we all are agree, all the shopkeeper, maybe distributor, they always purchase in bulk. So now he has bought the sugar 100 kg. Same way he can bring pulse, rice, chola, rajma, whatever means ingredient, all the things you eat. So now I press Control I. Look at that, sir. I have sugar bulk 100 kg, but no bag yet, because I have just purchased sugar bulk. Now I'll convert in bags. So that is the conversion. So how to do it? I'll go to transaction. I'll go for conversion. I'll go for one to many. Here we are having two options, one to many and many to one. One to many means I have 100 kg sugar bag. I'm converting in 2.5 kg small bag, 5 kg small bag. Many to one means, I think you must have heard about garam masala. To create garam masala, we put coriander, salt, chilies, etc. So these ingredient 100 gram makes one powder that is called garam masala, etc. So where many ingredients are making one item, I'll be using many to one. Where one item is creating many items, we use one to many. So I'm going to one to many new. Here we must have the production department laser. By default it comes. If it is not there, you create it. Now it is asking from where I have to make. I have to make for sugar bulk. Now it is asking which item you are creating. I am creating sugar 2.5 kg bag. Now how much bags you are making? I say I am making 5 bags at the rate of 100 rupees each, because I sell in 40 rupees kg. So 2.5 into 40 equals to 100. Now I press enter. I can define 100 rupees rate. Now when I save it, what should happen? I should get 5 bags of 2.5 kg sugar, and 5 into 2.5, 12.5 sugar should reduce from 100 kg. So now the stock of 100 kg should become 87.5, and here I'll be having 5 2.5 kg bag. Let me show you. Look at that, sir. Automatically software has reduced 12.5 kg sugar. How it came? 5 bags into 2.5 per bag equals to 12.5. I save it. Now I'll show the stock. Control I. लो सर पेशे किस्मत है. 87.5. It is the total sugar I have, and I have 5 bags. So whenever I do billing, I no need to select the kg. I'll select the bag. 1 bag. लो sir. Automatically 1 bag of 2.5 kg sugar have been billed. Now I would not get in kg. Now I'll be getting 4 bags of sugar. This one 2.5 kg. I hope it is pretty clear to all. Chalo. Now we move to next thing, which is called BOM, bill of material. ये bomb नहीं है, bomb है, bomb. Bill of material, bomb. Firstly, I just tell you what is BOM. BOM means, suppose I have some assembling work. Because we all are dealing with IT trade, so I take an example of IT. For example, I make computer. I purchase loose RAM, hard disk, CPU, monitor. Then I assemble and then I sell. So how to do it? That is the work of BOM. Making one computer by using several items, maybe RAM, maybe hard disk, monitor, CPU. For example, I'll take 2 or 3 just, right? So what I'll do, I'll make item. First of all, my finished goods, F2, that is called computer. I measure it in the piece. Control W, save. Then I use CPU. Then I use hard disk, HDD, hard disk drive. Then I use monitor. Low sir, I have made 4 items. One computer is finished product, monitor raw material, hard disk raw material, CPU raw material. So firstly I'll buy the raw material. Alt P, because it is impossible for me also without having raw material product something. Production of computer is quite difficult. Now I'll purchase monitor. I purchase 10 pieces of monitor at the rate of 4,000 rupees. I purchase RAM hard disk HDD. Yeah. I purchase 10 hard disk piece at the rate of 2,000 rupees each. I purchase CPU. CPU contain cabinet, RAM, motherboard, etc. So I put it together. 10 pieces at the rate of 8,000 rupees. Closer. Now I press Ctrl W. Ctrl I. Monitor 10 pieces. HDD 10 pieces. CPU 10 pieces. Computer not at all. Why? Because I'll get this finished good by my raw material. RAM, hard disk, CPU, monitor, motherboard, keyboard, mouse, etc. Am I clear to all up to here? Now, firstly, I have to issue this material to my production department. Then they will do production for me. So I'll go for transaction. Look at that. There is no BOM. BOM is not coming here. So I have to enable this. I think customer would not ask, but if he asks, sir, why it is disabled? So you can say, sir, I have the phone. No music is running right now. No Bluetooth is running right now. No camera is working right now. I have to switch it on. So that's why everybody doesn't use BOM, bill of material. So why unnecessary we should put the option? So that's why it is switch off. So how to switch on it? Go to control room, setup control room, and type here BOM. Third option is coming. Bill of material. You want it? Yes. Escape? Yes. Now go to transaction. You would be getting BOM, bill of material. Here I have few options. One is issue. It means I'll issue to my production department. Second is receive. I receive from the production department. If I have to do some modification, I can do that. Pending register. I can check how much stock contained by my production department. I can define the manufacturing formula. I can do production planning. It means how much stock I have, how much I require. I can find the costing as well. So now I'll start for issue. So to whom I am issuing? I am issuing to production department. What I am issuing? I am issuing a CPU. I'll issue 8 pieces of CPU. Because it is my internal, you want to put it, the cost you can put. Monitor. I put here 8 pieces at the rate of 3,000 or 4,000. Then last is HDD. 8 pieces, 2,000. Why I'm using 8 pieces always? So that I can easily maintain or tally the stock, if it is fine or not. So now I have issued 8 pieces of all the things. Now I go to transaction. I'll go to BOM. I'll go for pending register. Enter. Look at that, sir. This is the stock I have given to my production department. You can see all items are having 8 pieces. So I put the cost so I can easily analyze in quantity as well, in rupees as well. That's why I'm putting that. Now let me show in my go down. Now all CPU monitor should be 2. Control I. Low sir. Monitors are 2. CPU 2 and HDD 2. This is my second part finishes. Now I have to tell my software how to create computer. For that I'll be going to manufacturing formula. I repeat my words. Now I have to tell to the computer how to make, how to configure, how to produce computer. For that I'll going for manufacturing formula. And this is not dynamic. Once I have created, that would work. As it would not happen while creating I would get it. No. Firstly I have to make the formula. So formula for making one computer. How many piece? One piece. What you require? HDD. How many pieces? One pieces. It is asking when I make it, should it reduce from the stock or not? Generally people say yes, less. P, it should print or not. You want to put serial number, you can. Then second is monitor. One monitor. Then third one is CPU. One CPU. If you have some labor charges, click F2 to create labor charges. Put the labor over there. You can also put some labor charges. I press tab here to save. Logi. I have created manufacturing formula. I come again. Firstly, I issue to the production department. Then I shown the pending register. Then I created manufacturing formula. Now I'll receive from my production department. Before receiving, I'll show the stock to you all guys. Pending register, it would be 8888. Look at that. Now I'm receiving 3 computers from production department. I press Control I, computer. No sir, there is no computer because I did not receive any finished product yet. So now I'm going to receive it. Transaction, bill of material, received. From where? Production department. What are you receiving? Computer. Not RAM, hard disk, etc. We are receiving the finished goods. I put here 3. Look at that. Software automatically reduced 3 hard disk, 3 monitor, 3 CPU because I have defined already to create one computer I need 1 hard disk, 1 monitor and 1 CPU. Now I press here tab. You know the rate about. I put here 20,000 suppose. Here I didn't put, I can put also maybe 18, 17,000, whatever actual is. Control W. Low sir. The last thing is that now I'll verify the stock. Now I must get 3 computer. Control I. Low sir. We have 3 computer. But in this store, in this stock, RAM, hard disk, CPU would not defect. It would be 2. HDD 2. Monitor 2. But now I'll show the register of my production department. They were containing 8 item, 8 quantity of every item. Now there should be 5. Let me check. Transaction, BOM, pending register, low sir. All items are reduced from their stock. So now they are having 5 CPU, 5 HDD, 5 monitor. I can show you 2 reports also. Go to transaction, go to BOM, then production planning. Suppose from current stock, I say मुझे लो sir. It is showing me you have current stock 222 in your godown, not production. You require 3 to purchase. So I can do some production planning also. I have to find the last thing which is costing, transaction, BOM, costing of computer. My computer would show, sir, this is your costing, 14,000 rupees. I hope it is clear to all. Okay, next topic. I'm going to show you the importing. It is amazing part of Mark. So I'll show only 2 things to import, maybe item name and rate. then you can add whatever you want. Importing, we have various things, but I'll tell you my favorite thing, how to import. So what I'll do, I'll open the Excel. I'll put your name. I put your rate A. Okay. Now I put the items. Crocin, Dolo, Anacin, Combi Flame. 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 50 rupees, 25 rupees. Then you can add the company, salt, whatever you want. I'll show you that how to import. Then you put the variable with the same method. Then put your control S. मैंने कहा I say that I'll save in the E drive. Importing item. I save in the E drive. I close the file. Now report, management report, utility, copy, import master from Excel. I hope all have written. Report, management report, utility, copy, import master from Excel. After that, click here. Lo sir. Now we create the methods here. Methods means I need to tell to my software from where I should import the item name, from where, which column I should import the item rate, which column we should import the company name, stock, etc. So this is for first two for item method, then import, then batch, then import, then party, then import, bill, voucher, etc. So now I am importing the item, so I'll choose item master method. First is method. If you have already created method, you can import the method, import and export the method as well. So I'll choose your method. Now it is asking for method name. I put here IMP importing. I put here import items. Let it be here. Now I tell you, identifier means in future you would be getting the file name automatically. 2. Why 2? Because in first row I have put name and rate. Actually item name start from the second row. So that's why I put here 2. Separator by default, let it be format. I have started from the top. Sometime it happens data comes in the middle. So you can define row and column in middle. But I prefer if you start from the beginning, remove the unnecessary row or columns, it would be better for you. Let it be enter. Now here I again enter. Same window is coming which came yesterday while defining the bill formatting. Now I put here item name. Item name with packing, without packing. Means I have packing inbuilt with it or not, separate. So now without packing. It is in which column of Excel? I say it is in A column of Excel. Now rate A. Which column of Excel? B column of Excel. Same way you can put the company name, you can put the stock, you can put the salt, etc. I press tab here. Now I have saved. So now I'm importing reports, management report, utility, copy, and remember one thing, for better safer side we close the Excel where we have put all the items name, rate, etc. So reports, management report, utility, copy, import master from Excel, import master. Then it is asking from where. I delete this. I put here importing items. Enter, enter. I made some function IMP import something. Yeah, IMP. Enter, enter, accept. लो सर पेशे किस्मत है. एक बार all tracks for safer side I use file maintenance. No need of the tension of anything. Here I'll go control I. I'll type here Dolo. Lo sir, I got the Dolo item, rate is 30. Let me verify from the Excel sheet also. Alt F, importing. Lo sir, the Dolo item 30 rupees. Crossing 20. Crossing 20 rupees. Anasin 50. Anasin 50 rupees. And Combi Flame 25. Combi Flame 25. Now we are having purchase import. Okay, it is amazing feature. Purchase import means my supplier is cutting a bill. He is giving me soft copy and I am importing in my mark. Hope I am clear to all. I repeat once again. My supplier is giving a soft copy of the bill and I am importing my purchase in mark. So what I do in the same company, I'll open one sale bill, I'll export that, and in the same company, I'll import that as a purchase bill. Hope I'm clear to all what I'm going to do. Firstly, the supplier is going to export the bill. Then we are like buyer, we are going to import the bill. So I press Alt M, enter. I have suppose this Ahuja party. I hit enter here. Look at that. We have several items and 1239 is bill value. So let's export and import the bill. So what I do, I'll go for E drive. I'll create one folder called Ugin. Right click, new. I have U folder. I press UGYEN. Ugin folder I have created here, which is empty now. I hit enter here, which is empty. So E drive Ugin, I'll send that file first. So now Alt M. Here Ahuja Medicine. I press F11. Here we have the saved soft copy. Save soft copy. I need the soft copy of this. But before, we can also set how it should save. For that, I press Ctrl L. Ahuja F3. Other detail. Look at that. Here we are having several formats. Because you are using WET, so you try for standard. I am using here GST because I open the GST like text. Control W. Now Alt M. I have bill number this. I press F11. Save soft copy. You can also do email. You can email in PDF. Save in PDF format. So save. So it is so long path. Quite difficult for me to remember. So Ugin. This is the path I have set for the bill. This is the CSV file actually. I accept it. The bill value is 1239. Now I go for transaction. I go for now I'm purchasing, importing the purchase. I can show you that in Ugin folder one bill has come, which is in the some format of GST. Like this is the GST format. Now the mark would import it. How? I'll show you that. I go for transaction. I go for transaction import, GST standard bill import. From where? Uggin folder. One file is coming here. Enter. It is purchase bill. Yes. Want to sell in purchase, wholesale, retail. ठीक है. You can set the date. Accept. Local or central? Local. Which party? I put here suppose Sigul. All the items have been mapped. Escape. Yes. Accept. Closer. Your bill has been import. The bill value is again, because text is not set over here, so I put here no. Look at that. Now the bill value is 1238.96, round off 1239. This is how we can import the bill. Now I'll be going to the last topic of today's, which is called our data is so protected in Mark that nobody can change, steal, etc. So that is called copy protection. I hit enter here. Look at that. These are the way by which we can protect the data. Look at that. Copy protection with customer ID. If right customer is using, then only it would work. With directory, in same directory it would work. If I define the hard disk, only that serial number of hard disk, it would work. If I define the computer server ID, only that ID it works. If I want to block computer ID server, I can do that. Define computer, I can run the software. We can set the master password where we get the option if my data has been stolen by my user, then only when he restore in the trial version anywhere, he needs to put the password. If I put here yes, it has been written no one can restore your backup without proper password. So if I put it yes, I have to put the password. So someone is taking my backup and restoring it, he needs to put the password. So this is also a good sales pitch for you, that sir, in our software your data is so secured that nobody can steal your data. If he is stealing, he is taking the backup user, then he won't be able to restore the data. So this is our backup protection, copy protection option. Computer wise, hard disk wise, server wise, etc. To open it, I went to master, setup, advanced feature, copy protection. Bye bye, take care, do practice.